unleash the warrior within, tame the beast without.
Seeking their balance and destiny, they transform and transcend disharmony. To get through this darkest hour, transmutation gives them the power. It's an evolution, revolution. It's beast machines. It's a transformation, revelation. It's beast machines. It's an evolution, revolution. It's beast machines. It's a transformation, revelation. It's beast machines. Beast machines.
Coming this fall to Fox Kids.
All next week at 5:30, Johnny Quest packs his bags.
What kid?
And Tsunami goes to war.
We've got a full-scale threat attack!
Open fire! For 1 week only. To your stations, quickly! Beast Wars. All next week at 5:30. Transformers 90s style. Only on Tsunami.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert.
Flash.
The most anime on Saturday outside of Japan. You just made my day. Tsunami, the Rising Sun, Saturday from 9 to noon. A day which will live in infamy.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, Toonami's given you some of the greatest cartoon shows ever made. Now we're proud to present our newest edition, a program about love, honor, sacrifice, revenge, and a whole lot of destruction. Let's get things started! Gundam fight all set, ready, go!
I will get rid of them with my own hands.
Your crime shall not go unpunished.
You still haven't figured out my true identity. Let's do it.
Now, fire!
What's happening? They think the planet Earth is nothing more than a playground.
Prove your worth to the Shaolin Temple.
Insane.
Take this! My love, my anger, and all of my sorrow!
You intend to shoot your own brother?
Will never be forgiven!
G Gundam, premiering next Monday at 5, only Toonami.
Okay, you asked for it.
It's the lion again! Come back to save us! And that old guy's with him!
Hey, stop calling me mister. I told you, I'm only 20 years old.
Success rates are nothing but scientific theory. A brave heart will defy any odds.
Program drive, engage!
Broken Magnum! It doesn't look good. Hell and alive!
Love not good, fear not evil. Premieres March 17th on Tsunami.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. Can I count it on? Can I
It's a
count it
total
on?
eclipse of the heart.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wait, cool.
Can I count it on? Can I count it on? 1, 2, 3, 4.
After Colony 196, humanity finally achieves peace. But the ashes of war give birth to a new threat.
We at Colony L3X18999 hereby declare war against the nation.
A child is building an empire to avenge her father.
I will rule the world.
With Gundams at her side, Earth will feel her fury.
Drop the colony onto Earth. Stop this at once.
The remaining pilots will battle each other to stop her.
I'm asking if you guys are doing the right thing!
The endless waltz of war, peace, and revolution continues.
See for yourself just how powerless you are.
Roger that. Prepare yourself for Gundam like you've never seen it before.
You will surrender!
A special Gundam Wing movie, Endless Waltz. Friday, November 10th at 5. Suit up again. Only Tsunami. Tsunami's bringing back Saturday mornings. I'm going to show you a little experiment. 3 hours of quality Tsunami programming, and it's not even a school day. Starting at 9, you get back-to-back Thundercats. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. Then Sailor Moon at 10.
Sun, moon, sky, earth, fire, air, water, rock, star.
The Saturday premiere of Tenchi Muyo at 10:30. The Garlic Jr. Saga at 11. And the Powerpuff Girls at 11:30. The most anime on Saturday outside of Japan. Tsunami, the Rising Sun. Saturday from 9 to noon. A day which will live in infamy.
Reactor engaged. Faction locked. All go.
Thundercats are loose.
Might help if I turn all this stuff on, huh? Anyways, thank you all for joining me on this neat little Friday evening. Sorry, I had to record something. I was recording art footage last night, and I, of course, muted everything on OBS to do so. So, that's why I forgot to turn it back on. My apologies. But a little bit of upkeep before we begin the festivities here. Today, I got to have a little extra fun because I was informed that Gundam Base had a pop-up at the Galleria Mall in Houston. And you might know this. I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe. But I like Gundam. And I like Gundam model kits. I don't have much time often to build them. At some point, I'll be putting out calls again. Depending on what they are. Obviously, there's some I'm going to have to give some context to, but for the most part, I'm going to have fun. But while I was there, they had a little table where you could build an entry-grade RX-78 for absolutely free. And I had some time, so I spent 20 minutes just tossing it together without any tools, because it's really that simple. So, got that sucker. They gave me... You know how Burger King has the Burger King crowns? Well, they had that, but for, like, the Gundam's V-fin. So... I'll be putting a YouTube short about all this out later, so don't worry about that. But that was neat. What else did they give me? An inflatable RX-78 shield. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, and beam saver. So goofy. Obviously, plenty of catalog stuff, because obviously, what do they want you to do? They want you to buy more. But the things I got in terms of the model kits is because it was a Gundam base. I got the basic RX-78 high grade done in those colors, because that's neat. I got the clear versions of the high grade Sandrock, Shenlong, and a TV version Wing Gundam. And the thing I got that I liked the most was I got the Master Grade 1100 Gundam Epion special coating version. Now I'm going to open this just real quick. I know. We're going to get to the Bunny Chan stuff shortly. Don't worry. No, I didn't get anything. Well, technically, I guess some of it is P-Bandai, isn't it? The clear coating stuff is. And actually, no, technically, all of it is P-Bandai, isn't it? So there's your answer. Everything's P-Bandai. I wanted to double check to make sure I'm not incorrect when I say this. But it's a special coating version that, yep, it's all like vac metal chrome red. For the red parts of plastic, which is really cool. Like, it's going to be great. But anyways, put all that to the side. and then we can start talking about the topic. Where I'm going to put these, I don't know. You all have seen my Gundam closet, and I promise you it has gotten worse. It has gotten so much worse. Anywho, so, somebody in the chat asked, have I contacted Bunny Chan's parents? No. I haven't contacted Bunny Chan's parents, because despite what she is trying to say, I've never doxed Bunny Chan. She just really, really wishes I did, for whatever stupid reason. So, I'm going to give you guys some backstory, real quick, on our favorite loser here. So, some of you may remember that in 2023, I put out a call called Bunny Chan Craftify something something. In fact, let me go find it real quick. I'm going to link it to you guys in the chat for you to put there if you need to. Boop. Gotta find it. Now, the background for this individual is that they put out a video, big mad at Peaches and I, not for any legitimate reason, but because we confronted Spocker on something, before we found out he likes to touch kids, apparently. And they got big mad that it happened, put out a video that, oddly enough, this funny, Jar actually told me about. He's the one that linked it to me. And we wound up getting them in a call in Senate, where they claimed that the video wasn't their opinion, but the opinion of their friend, who was the editor for the video, who has no bottom jaw. So, of course, they got ran over the coals for lying about that and being stupid, and they left the call in. What does Bunny Chan proceed to do? They then proceed to sexually harass Spee in DMs, saying some really gross, unhinged things. I am reading these out live in a call-in Senate, and they start deleting them. And they come back later saying, oh my goodness, what happened to all my comments? How did they get deleted? You can go back and listen to the call. It's actually absurd. They tried their best to lie through their teeth about everything, right? So that's where that is. And I bullied them over being a freak. And what has happened since then? Well, a few things. One, Bunny Chan has spent the better part of 3 years. 3 years, mind you. Following me around on alt accounts, going into other servers of other content creators like Jalen, and even to Vlad back when we were beefing, and he can back me up on this in the comments if he wants to, if he even cares enough to look at this stream, because anytime Bunny Chan's mentioned, his eyes gloss over, and he wants to be anywhere but where he currently is at that time. And, I can't really blame him for it. They're obnoxious. But when they went into his server, back when we were beefing, their claim, now keep in mind, Bunny Chan said they were in their 20s in the first call we ever had, which was the first interaction we ever had, right? Claiming that when they were a child, I groomed them, and then that I sexually assaulted them. Now, you might have a hard time doing the math on that, because how can I know somebody when they are a child when I met them in their 20s, right? So we're going to look at some of that a little bit later here. Let me try to get this all done. So I'm going to yap a little bit here while I do all this. So what happened between then and now? Well, there's the alt accounts, and I mean they are unhinged. They are literally unhinged. I haven't saved every single alt account because, good God, I don't have that time. And sometimes they'd get deleted immediately. But they would go on alt accounts accusing me of, stalking and harassing them. Accusing me of ruining their life. And they were doing, an entire video series where they were claiming the reason they came at me was because they were doing an investigation. An investigation. On somebody hacking their phone. And that somehow my interaction in a Facebook group ruined that investigation. What Facebook group? I don't know. Because it doesn't exist. And what else? Well, they went to Jalen's server and tried this strategy, and somebody in there, who was a mod at the time, hit me up and was like, hey, this person's being insane. I'm like, this sounds familiar, and I sent them a link to the Bunny Chan video. It's like, no, that's exactly who this person is. So I hop in there, and I run them out of there. So what they do is they continue on. And currently, they have a Twitter account called Kindness Senate. that they are desperately trying to convince people is not actually them, where they are spending almost their entire time on Twitter. They spent the entire working day today, by the way, doing this, malding, obsessing, and lying about me, trying their best to get people to go after me. Specifically, content creators they know don't like me because this person's a coward, right? I also want to be a real quick segue here. So, the other day I did a stream about Bean Sky, right? Well, the funny thing about it was whenever I go after somebody, the idiots who really hate me, the people with Lyo derangement syndrome, they don't actually step back and analyze why I'm dealing with this person. They just automatically assume they need to defend them. So currently there's a streamer who has the IQ of, well, bathwater, has a squeaker type of voice too, who is really mad that I bullied Bean Skies for being an obsessive little suicide baiting freak. And also a real quick update on that. I didn't catch it in the chat, but the discharge papers, 11 days after the conversation in Guac. But it's totally real, guys. Totally real. Also, I'm not going to name where they went, because I'm not going to throw heat that direction, because you'll understand why in a minute. What did Bean Skies do? They said they weren't afraid of me, which, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Except for the fact that they admitted it, because they went into a server that's filled with and ran by children to complain about my stream, try to get the child content creator to go after me, and then to talk about their ideation in a server full of children. Now, thankfully, I found that out, started bullying them on social media, and that person, Bean Skies, freaked out so much that the kids actually got so annoyed by them, they banned them. So, crisis averted. Don't have to worry about that little freak causing children any pain. So that's a plus. Even though I did find out they were talking about the fact that they would send their boyfriend nudes. Which you totally need to talk about around children. Because for some reason, people who have Lyo derangement syndrome really like touching kids. I don't know why. I mean, I do, but still. And to be very clear again, that's not people who just give me criticism, right? That's whatever. Like the Becketts, the Krista Narks, the Gilded Poos, all this. Who cares? Who cares? But the people who are obsessed, who go to bat for anybody I'm beefing with, they probably touch kids. Thank you, Tribute Maker, for the gifted membership. So that's been fun to watch going on. Anyways. Oh god, Tactical Tomboys messaged me. I'm telling you who Bunny Chan is. Anywho. So, what happened, back to Bunny Chan, is after all this, I get messaged by Vlad while I am trying to fall asleep on a work night at like 10 o'clock at night, saying, hey, somebody's saying they need to talk to you. It's about Conundrum, and like being really, really insistent about it. It's freaking Bunny Chan. It's freaking Bunny Chan. And I want to be clear. I plan on releasing this call. I'm going to edit things out of it, specifically because it happened in Vlad's server, and there's very specific words used by the people in that server and the soundboard that I'm not going to put on my channel. It's not my server. I don't run it. Whatever. But no. And I will be very clear. I antagonize them in two very specific ways that people are probably going to get butt mad over, but I'm going to make it very clear. It was just to rattle them. All right? Stop crying. You guys see your friends do worse every day. If you're going to run in defense for somebody who's been a sexually harassing, stalking freak, just find a bridge and jump. If you're that pathetic. So we had that call where they make the same dumb excuses, which they also try to deny that they sexually harassed me, even though they admitted to it. And I tell them, and I want to be very clear, this was not an accountability call. I did not bring Bunny Chan in that call, surrounded by all of Vlad's people, of all people, to say, we're going to hold you account for your behavior. No, I just became unglued on them. Told them to kill themselves a few times. And I don't apologize for it. Because this person is a freak. They are a sexually harassing, stalking freak. So, what's this stream specifically about? We're going to get into some of the Twitter stuff, some of the screen caps in a bit. But in 2023, keep in mind, 2023, Bunny Chan was on burner account after burner account on YouTube, making videos. And an individual, I don't know if he wants to be named, but I'll thank him regardless, downloaded as many as they could and gave them to me in a Google Drive. So, in preparation for this stream, I put all but one of them together because honestly I missed this one. That one's about AI art and I don't care. AI art is gay and anybody who uses it is gay. Love you, Big Cat, but that means you're gay. And I put them together in a compilation. And you guys are going to love this. Now, usually you'd see it on my fancy little screen here, right? Right? But it's all just single image stills. It doesn't really have anything to do with the videos themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to them. And there's some things, some very specific things, said in these videos that you guys, it's going to be great. So, on to the compilation. Now, I've shared this compilation with a few people today. I will put it in the release of calls, unedited, because it's going to be really, really freaking funny. But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do this. Let me get to it real quick. Let's bring it down here. Drink it in its own little space like it pause or anything. All right, you guys ready? Are you ready for the content? Are you ready for the brilliant takes of Bunny Chan? I am. Let's go.
So today I'm going to say why I don't like.
Let me slow this down. We can actually go real speed for this, right? We don't need to do 2 times because it's a short video. It's only 11 minutes with all like 6 videos combined. But let's continue.
So today I'm going to say why I don't like Hopeless Peaches, and I hope she can go drown in her own self-pity.
Based.
1, she is completely dumb as a box of rocks. And half the time, it wasn't even for the victim. It was about her own petty revenge. Not.
Now, in some cases, I could believe that. I do believe Peaches did have some feelings for certain victims, but only in so much as the fact that she projected herself onto them. Which is actually something Vlad has claimed about me. I still think he's wrong on that, but I understand where he gets that from. But Bunny Chan isn't saying this because she's intelligent. She's just repeating what other people said.
Not only that, she has lied about Kumo, Kai Weiss, Omnia, but to this day...
Now, how did she lie about these people? Well, Bunny Chan's not going to tell you. Because Bunny Chan's a moron who can't size anything.
She cannot get over the fact that they have moved on without her.
Yes. Kai Weiss and Omnia totally moved on. Totally. This is in 2023. It's worse now.
And what I actually feel as insulting from Hopeless Peaches is that her grooming story...
She feels it's insulting, not insulted. Remember that. Insulting, not insulted. Up, it's a Lulu. What does a Lulu want? Aw. That's cute art.
Sounds like it was written by a 6-year-old. No offense, but when I was 13, I learned straight what a block button was.
Which is why she stalks me all over the place and tries her best to get involved in anything I'm involved in, because she knows what a block button is, right?
And that was no excuse for me to say, oh, I was a lonely kid, he manipulated me. No.
Manipulated. Very smart. By the way, what Bunny Chan's doing here is saying that Peach's grooming story, it was Peach's fault. Peaches should have just blocked them because Peaches just knew better. That's what Bunny Chan's saying. Now, say what you will about Peaches, if that story is true, which personally I do believe, that's insane and deranged, and people should bully Bunny Chan for that.
No. You are an insult to actually people who have to go through this in reality.
You think she's just speaking off of stream of consciousness? Because this obviously isn't scripted. This is amazing. Does Bort and Lyle need to know how likely Bunny Chan has to smoke meth? 100%.
Not only that, but Hopeless Peaches is too retarded to the point where she doesn't know that she was groomed by Lyle into thinking he was her quote-unquote daughter. No.
If you got the point where you're parroting the exact same things that Bunny Chan is, you probably just need to fumigate yourself from the human population. Oh, Lyle, you groom people into part of your found family. If that is the definition people are trying to take for grooming, everybody's a groomer. And anybody who makes it is just trying desperately to try to get that claim to be made, knowing full well what the majority of people think when they hear grooming. They know what they're doing. It's manipulative. And Bunny Chan here's a moron, so glad to hear that moron points are being spanned by a lot of other creators who think they're smart. Love that. The answer, tribute maker? Yes.
No, sister, you're being groomed. A 30-year-old man doesn't tell you that, oh, you're my daughter and I love you, just because you're a victim.
Well, it wasn't just because she was a victim. I did care about these people. But, if you think somebody's being groomed, why are you being a dick to them? And this is part of the problem when it comes to these people who came at me at this time period, and still to this day. They have to take shots at the people they claim I'm grooming because they don't actually believe it themselves, right? And as such, they should be bullied for it because it's really funny that they're that dumb.
Yeah, he's using you for money.
Let me go back. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Yeah, he's using you for money.
I was using patience for money. I was totally wrong. I can't. Yeah, you're right. I was using peaches for money. That's why I gave her $8,000. That's why I still get bullied by it. That's why Kristen Dark always mentions it. That's why Vlad always makes it a point to jab me. So does Becky, because I made money on peaches. You guys understand why I had to put this together? That's amazing. Like, regardless of everything else, that was worth the price of admission. That's amazing. I love it. Let's continue.
Oh, and one more thing before I end this video. Before you go whining and crying like a little bitch
whining.
Peaches, why don't you go and cross some more and eat?
So, before you complain, go eat? Oh, okay. Probably not the smoking insult Bunny Chan thought they were having.
So, I hate long commentary. For a simple reason, actually. For the fact that commentary is a way for people to lie.
No. You don't say. Content creators can lie to you? That is so shocking. Although the lack of self-awareness is amazing.
Commentary is actually worthless in a way a
She says as she does commentary.
1,000-page book is.
1,000-page books are worthless. You know, I keep being told the younger generation's not all that literate, and I'm starting to understand that might actually be the truth. So I'm curious about. Let me see here. Give me a second. 1,000 pages are worthless in a book. The Bible is 1,200 pages. It's over 1,000. I promise you that book has more value, regardless of where you stand. Like, you could be the most staunch anti-theist around, and you could still say the Bible has at least some form of value, right? But Bunny Chan says 1,000-page books have no value. And that's not me extrapolating. That's literally what they just said. So let's continue.
You can sit there all day and read it and try to make sense of what the reader is doing, but you can only actually get that in a way that is simplified.
So Bunny Chan needs you to play Subway servers on the side and then do it in another 30 seconds or they can't understand what's going on. Surprise, surprise.
Not 1,000 pages long.
Yes, because everything can be simplified to 30 seconds. Clearly. If you're dealing with, like, what was going on with Saber Spark, I mean, clearly 30 seconds is enough, right? To talk about literally everything? Good God, this is dumb.
And most of the actual commentary channels are just so drama-built and...
No. Commentary channels focus on drama? I mean, that's news to me. I mean, I've never seen that happen before. I mean, what's Beckett doing right now? Let me double check. I need to check. Let's listen in on Beckett. Let's see if he's covering drama. All right.
The job stuff. And if you look at Gore World is a great example for just endless fucking lawsuits. Rakita got sued by what's his fucking name? Is it Maddox?
Guys, I think he's talking about drama. Also, I love the fact that Nick Rekieta hates me on a personal level. I love the fact that I made him absolutely freak out years ago because I criticized an anime convention's owner for being a kid toucher. That was amazing. But no, can you believe it, guys? Beckett of Cope and Seeds talking about drama on his commentary channel. Oh no!
And so exposing people because they don't have any lives themselves.
I mean, one could argue that a lot of people who do that don't have lives. But Bunny Chan saying that it's like a severe lack of self-awareness. It's amazing.
Deep down, commentary is just an actual waste of anyone's time to actually watch.
Which is why she makes commentary things. And why she hangs around commentary people to try to get them to come after me. Because it's just a waste, right? It's amazing.
I'd rather play casino games and listen to it with my earbuds than have to listen to someone brag on about something that no one really knows about and no one has ever experienced.
No one's ever experienced the thing drama channels talk about? Huh. Huh. Well, I mean, somebody better go tell Saberspark he'd never had somebody accuse him of rape without any evidence. Huh. Periwinkle. For you, Stabbo the Gremlin. Nobody's experienced anything from drama channels. Nobody ever.
And they have no experience talking about these subjects themselves.
How do you get experience? By doing.
Most of these people have no right to even speak on someone's behalf because they weren't there.
Oh, like you do about literally anybody I talk about. Now, keep in mind, the whole "you don't have a right to" is the dumbest thing you can say, especially when it's public stuff, because I hate to tell you this, everybody's going to have an opinion. Get over it.
And most of the time, you have people inserting their feelings.
Alright, Strawberry Quartz, the crabs being spammed is whenever Beckett's being mentioned, because his name on Twitter is Beckett of Crabs. That's why the crabs are being posted.
Into these videos and how they feel, when most of the time it's just you simply explaining what happened.
Yeah. If people need to know what's going on and want to know what's going on, you kind of have to explain what's happening. Can you imagine, like, calling the fire department to come to your home and they don't ask you what's going on or where the fire started or any of that? They just sit there and stare at your house. It's amazing. The world that this person wants to live in.
That made you feel that way. But hey, if you want to listen to 2 hours of someone blabbering on about some nonsensical stuff they were actually
Nonsensical stuff. Fantastic.
there to experience and didn't do anything, then oh well, that's your fault for wasting your 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Bunny Chan hates the evening news.
So, I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons of why I hate the ArtCC commentary community.
Because you got called out by members of it and you're butt mad about it almost 3 years later. Could have ended it right there.
It's because they're dumb.
I mean, a lot of them, yeah, but Bunny Chan, you're the high king of stupid in a pile of them.
If anyone bitches to you online about how someone hurt their fifis all the time and how someone was mentally attacking them all the time, you should be questioning that.
Yeah, you should be asking questions about whether or not somebody has a value here or there. But Bunny Chan saying that as in they're obviously lying to you at all times. They say as they mentioned the fact that they got butthurt about things.
People were so out to get people from the ArtCC, they would have done it by now.
Total ArtCC war, apparently. They were so out to get each other, they would have done it by now. Does that sentence make sense? Well, no, of course not, but we're going to say it anyways.
And not only that, the people from the ArtCC like to play victim a lot.
I mean, some do. Like you. A few others, but not all of them.
Without any proof or any kind of evidence for their real-life abuse.
Keep this in mind, it's going to be very funny later.
Not only that, the RCC likes to discriminate people.
The RCC! I would pay money for the RC commentary community. I like RC. But not that way, slug.
People who have other mental health and likes to use their mental health for their own little victimization.
Pot, kettle, black.
Then I like to talk about people who play victim and use their mental health to play the victim card. Yes, it doesn't make sense, does it?
Yes, because repeating yourself multiple times about the same subject is very intelligent.
The ArtCC is so dumb that many of the claims the ArtCC makes is actually full of nothingness.
Yes, give us some examples. She's not going to give us any examples.
If you are such a victim and you are so stressed, you wouldn't be online.
That is really funny considering who's talking about this, but we'll get into that shortly.
The ArtCC has the lowest IQ of a freaking child.
Yes, the ArtCC has the lowest IQ of a child. Which child? We don't know, but the lowest IQ of one.
You see something, you do
I mean, maybe Malcolm.
something, but when you spit it out, it doesn't actually make any sense.
You know, there's a term called verbal diarrhea. And I think Bunny Chan might need an anti-diarrheal.
But I think I've said enough. The ArtCC is stupid, and anyone else who watches it is a moron.
She says that she makes content for it.
So, I want everyone to know why I'm no longer nice to people online or big creators for that fact.
I want you to remember that statement for when I release the call, because it's going to be really, really funny.
I'm going to tell you why. People online get too comfortable and let themselves go. Not only that, but I do not like the way online users like to use their platforms for stupid shit.
This is like somebody stabbing someone to death in the middle of the town square saying, "Murder's a problem, guys! We really gotta get this under control!"
Maybe if you got a life, and if you actually did something with it, you wouldn't be so miserable, and you wouldn't be online.
Says the 20-something-year-old jobless lunatic that lives with their mom. But remember, we're the problem.
I guarantee
yes, you hear the gidge.
you, half the people that are online right nowadays don't have a life but say they do.
I think Bunny Chan's a litmus test for sentience at this point.
Yeah, sure, princess and princesses. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself every day, oh, I have a life outside of here, blah, blah, blah. But then bitch and complain about the stupidest thing someone posts.
It sounds like something their mom probably said to them that they're just regurgitating out here to try to pretend that it wasn't said to and about them.
I have never met people online that have been so fucking retarded until 2023. People are so retarded nowadays that they'll believe freaking anything. But if you weren't so dumb and you actually got a life, you would feel better about yourself. But anyway, I'm a mean bitch, and if you don't like...
Oh, she's real mean, guys. She's the most scathing person ever. That's why she runs away all the time.
Then I don't know. Go drown in your own self-pity. So, I am not trans in any way.
What a way to open another call video, or another video in general. What a way to open it. I'm not trans in any way. No, you don't say. You don't freaking say. So you're all about to hear Bunny Chan's brilliant take on trans people. I hope you're all ready. This is the biggest brains take you've ever seen on trans people ever. Ben Shapiro, a pithy clown. Trans rights activists, clearly they are not on her level. You are about to be instructed, educated, I say, by the master. Prepare.
I think anything that is trans is someone else's decision, not mine.
Anything that's trans. That bookshelf over there, it's trans. This long sword I have here, it's trans. Now it's an arming sword. Not people, mind you. Not people that are trans. Things that are trans.
But what really confused me is I got called trans out of the blue and in my DMs for no reason.
Well, I mean, it might be one of the times you pretended to be a guy, like you're kind of doing on Twitter right now. Maybe that's why they're calling you that.
Despite what people may think about trans people are not that good and they're not that bad.
I told you. the strongest take. They're not that good, and they're not that bad. How could we have missed this brilliant thing? It was just beyond us until Bunny Chan said something so profound.
I think many people who are trans now these days and try to reach for trans rights when they already have the rights are crazy.
Now, what rights they have that they're saying they're still fighting for? I mean, Bunny Chan's not going to tell you, but they will tell you that they're crazy after talking about a made-up jawless editor and that their mother's their roommate or whatever. No, it's the trans people. They're the crazy ones. They're crazy for fighting for rights.
In fact, I talk to a lot of trans people because I like talking to people.
She said earlier in the last video that she doesn't talk to people online anymore. She doesn't go outside, so we know she's not talking to trans people in the real world.
And I really don't understand how trans people ended up being feared.
Well, you see, I can explain that. All right, so here's how it happened. So, many years ago, like before this became a real concept, you had the Autobots and the Decepticons. And the Autobots were peaceful, but the Decepticons were primarily made for war, so they became warmongers, and those are the trans that people are fearful of. It's the Decepticons, and sometimes Predacons. They don't get as much attention. They're a smaller percentage, but mostly it's the Decepticons.
Yes, there are people that like to abuse the system, that are pedophiles, and other people that like ruining the name trans.
But they're not all good and they're not all bad. Remember that. Remember that. Then again, Bunny Chan will also jump to defend pedophiles if she thinks it'll be a good thing for her crusade against me. So maybe she's made friends with them.
But I talk to trans people who are very different and don't like the way the community is going. In fact, they're more likely to eat up the trans people on social media.
Trans people she says she's talking to that don't exist will eat up the trans people on social media. There's a joke there. I'm not going to make it.
But what I don't like is when trans people are honest, people somehow freak out about it. And when
they do? Busy, Drunkle, do I freak out when you guys talk to me and tell me the truth? I don't think I do. Man. What a fascinating reality Bunny Chan lives in.
They're not, it somehow gets feared even more.
They're worried about Shockwave's experiments.
But what also makes me frown is that some trans people think they should force men to date them, and most of the people I talk to do not agree with that sentiment at all.
We're talking about what? Maybe 0.003% of a 0.1% of the population who would care? I mean, some people are insanely entitled. There are some trans people who are entitled to think that anybody should date them, and there's some insane cis women who are entitled enough to think that somebody should remove a video on them simply because they said they're sorry. Wonder what that's a reference to, huh? Who knows?
But I like trans. I'm not against them. I have people who I talk.
I'm going to say unhinged things about them, but I'm not against them. The trans people. Or trans things. We don't know yet.
Talk to that are trans. And most of the time, I just treat them like they're normal human beings.
Well, you shouldn't. Because they might turn into a cassette tape player. So, fun old Senate lore, right? In the early days of Senate, I wanted to do something nice for my trans friends there and give them their own custom rules. And the trans people in there, they really like the Decepticons. Big sound wave fans. A certain specific person sure likes reposting a gif of Transformers Prime Megatron walking from behind. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a server role for them, for trans people, called Decepticon, because I think it'd be really funny to assume that trans people have superior air firepower. I did not think that through. I got fussed at for that one. Only one person actually got offended, but like Busy and Drunk will still think that's the dumbest thing to get mad about. But, you know, yeah, I can understand why it might be a problem from the outside.
So, as the cars roll by and I'm sitting here in my own bedroom, I'm starting to think of all the reasons why I shouldn't make this video, but it needs to be made.
Needs to be made. Now, this one's about me, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're near the end. This one's about me, okay? It has to be made. I don't know why, but Nord keeps having to reconnect. But anyways, she has to tell people about me. I am the biggest danger, like Dreamer says. I am a threat to the internet. I wonder if he's called the cops on me yet. Actually, I'm going to play that clip here in a bit.
My hacking is real. And
Her hacking. The hacking she totally went through. The hacking she totally had to deal with. It did never exist.
people may say it's not real, but truth is, it is. So, I'm going to show you the image of where they got into my phone and I kicked them out, but they keep coming back in. I don't know what to do at this point.
So, what's being shown on the screen, you guys can't see it yet, but you will when I eventually put this out there. It is just telling them when the last time they signed on to their Android was. They're trying to claim that this is a hacking attempt. This happened multiple times. And that it's my fault because she was talking to me about her investigation on this. That's what she came to me about when that never happened. Because it's not real.
I contacted Google and YouTube and they did nothing. I contacted the police. They did nothing.
Why would Google and YouTube have anything to do with your phone getting hacked?
But you know what I think is funny? Leo Convoy, the wannabe...
Who's Leo Convoy? Can somebody point me to who Leo Convoy is? Because I know it's not me. I don't have an E in my name.
Man-child, the stupid little retard that's on this platform, as I'm calling him retarded,
Man, she's trying real hard, isn't she?
Thinks that I like him and I sexually harassed him.
Well, you did sexually harass me, and you admitted to that.
Yeah, buddy, you couldn't wish any fucking further. No offense, you going into the DMs calling people pussies is what set people off.
Apparently, me calling them a pussy is what made them sexually harass me, and that's okay. Because I deserved it for calling them a pussy.
The whole reason why I was even in your Discord was because you were the first one to respond to my video. And that wasn't even it. I was trying to freaking investigate my own hacking.
The video had nothing to do with any sort of hacking. It was just them crying about us having a call with Spoctor. So, more lying.
Which I proved already happened. And
she proved it with a screen cap that doesn't prove it. It's amazing.
I still have evidence of it. So, I agree my tactics are weird, but honestly, they actually get what I need. And in that instance, it actually didn't, but...
What is that even supposed to mean?
Did it in a way. Because I have older screenshots of me getting hacked and me having to deal with that hacking.
Will she show them? No. But she has them. Trust me, guys.
And I think it's very disappointing that this grown man is in people's DMs calling them pussies.
Oh no. I called people a version of the word coward. Whatever shall we do?
Maybe not set someone off next time. Maybe not be a complete cunt. And don't ever come to my house or talk to me, or it's a restraining order.
Yes, because I totally plan on actually going to their house. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and I know you did.
She says I did. She says I did go to her house. I don't have a clue where this dumb broad lives. You know, there's some people, like Dreamer, who are so desperate to be victims that they just make themselves look like the dumbest people on the planet.
We're never going to be friends.
I don't want to be your friend. I want you to kill yourself.
You might want to get over that. Because basically right now, I don't even like you.
Oh, thank God. If you did, there'd be something wrong with me.
Oh, and while you at it, go fly a freaking kite. Because...
Actually, it's raining today. I don't think I could.
I don't like any of you artsy people. So, let me explain my...
Oh no, she doesn't like artsy people. Whatever will we do?
Leo was even in my DMs.
Because you're a coward and I was making fun of you for being a habitual liar. Glad we sorted that out.
One, it's because Leo Convoy likes to go around and play this stupid little game of predator hunting when he has no place to be.
I have no place to be, despite my job. But no, what does that have to do with calling them a pussy? Oh, nothing.
Reports people when he himself can actually take any sort of criticism. I'm not going to stand...
I take criticism just fine, but what does that have to do with calling you a pussy? Nothing.
Stand by and watch this old man stalk me and harass me.
Darvo. Darvo is the name of the game here. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. That is what Bunny Chan's trying to do. They're very bad at it. I'm not the stalker with my billions of accounts going at you with you. You're the stalker.
Offline because everyone else has this freaking cannibalistic nature.
Don't worry, Gamer Alien. We'll get a room. I'll throw you in it with Bunny Chan. You can have conversations with her. I'll make sure to lock it from the outside.
Of sucking his cock.
Let me rewind that.
Everyone else has this freaking cannibalistic nature of sucking his cock.
You know, people sure like bringing up my genitals when it comes to things like this. I mean, Brian Mullins was still the funniest, talking about how my member must be massive. But, I don't know if fellatio is considered cannibalism, actually. I don't think it is.
And I'm not going to delete this video.
Spoiler alert, she deleted the video.
I'm gonna just let it run because, one, I don't like the artsy. I think Hope Piece is a piece of trash, uses her mental ability for money. Maybe...
I mean, that was true, but not because Bunny Chan's smart, but because broken clock's right at least once.
Next time, don't ruin my investigation, asshole.
The investigation to find out where their brain is.
And please, don't ever try to contact me again. It's a restraining order, doofus.
I have never once sought out this person to contact them. I love this. I love these stupid little videos, and I love that they were saved. I'm going to see at some point if I can find more of them. They are just chef's kiss. They're beautiful. I love them. Because they're just that dumb. So, let's see here on this. How long is this per... Oh, goodness, they've been here a while. What have I been tagged in? Why is there a time every time I stream people tag me like crazy? I could be getting literally no messages all day long, but if I hop on stream, 1 billion messages! Oh, goodness. It's been a while since this got hit. My server is very slow today, ladies and gentlemen. It's taking forever. Oh. Thank you. It was, Staboween with the crystals. Thank you. Anywho, so what we're going to do now is we are going, let's see here, and get a room, you two. Please, there's a rope and ball gag, go nuts. Well, you can, again, what I would recommend you do is you can take the rope and the ball gag and put 2 and 2 together, my dude. Because I don't know who you are. And I'll get to all the super chats at the end of the day. Anywho, we're going to now transition. Not all good or not all bad. I'm sorry, I couldn't. Alright, let me make sure I get this on the screen. Shazam! So, gonna run through some of these things, right? This is the message Vlad got, demanding that I come in to call from Bunny Chan. Right? The one I saved at least. There's more, but I didn't feel like getting a whole bunch of them. And the next one is going to demonstrate some of the messages I got from the alt accounts. So this is from I Said No on Instagram. I Said No, TTT. You send another person to contact my family after I said no. I'm going to kindly again to stay away. If Gilded ever contacts me or speaks to me or my family, I will have no choice but to file a restraining order on both, including my family if it's necessary. You're going to file a restraining order on her family. I have already told many people to stay out of my life and that I'm tired of this. Quit going to family who I've clearly cut out of my life and want nothing to do with them. You ducked up. Quack. And so did everyone else. People gotta stop competing with me. It's my destiny to take out Lio and my destiny only. Well, it depends on how you want to do it. I have documented proof of everything you did, and that man, the reason we are never speaking. Because how you treated me in Discord and let them threaten me. Do yourself a favor and leave me alone. I already turned in Patrick, idiotic behavior you can't fix. They haven't turned in anybody. Patrick's conundrum, by the way. This is another account. Actually, let me double check. So this is January 14th. Yeah, so this is actually technically first, right? This is from FirstCades25, deleted account now. So I have come to a conclusion, and here it is. You never tried to contact me again. I told you to take down the video. I gave you a chance to redeem yourself. Take my advice. Don't try and contact me again. I never tried contacting this idiot. Or my family. Thanks to you, I'm being tormented. Good. They don't leave me alone, and I have it on file. Do yourself a favor and never put words in my mouth. I know you're going to be a child and run off to your friends. You lied, Lio. I don't give second chance to people like you. I don't care about you or anyone else. I never liked that crap. In fact, my entire family knows I hate them. Thanks a lot. The people I was searching for won't leave me alone. I hope you're satisfied, knowing you messed up a victim's life. Stay out of things that don't involve you. Quit calling my phones. Plural. You did what you now drown in it. You did what you now drown in. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, funny thing about the Bunny Chan account on Twitter that's trying to convince people it's not Bunny Chan is they keep saying, I don't know who Bunny Chan is. I don't know what they did. Also, look at their typing versus mine. It's not the same. I've never demonstrated any of Bunny Chan's typing on Twitter. How would they know about it? I wonder. Alright, so what's next? This is in March. March 23rd. July is Monday, 445 at I Hate Instagram. Hey, Lio, I need to talk to you about Bunny Chan. It's not something damaging, but I need you to hear me out. Is there some way you can't delete the video? There is, because I'm not going to. That's all she needs. I'm only saying this because I am close to Bunny Chan. I know what she went through with the stalking IRL, and I know what happened on the day she met me. She wanted to also come back to you for help, but she couldn't get the words yes. And yes, I know what happened to Bunny Chan a long time ago. Bunny Chan is just upset at the moment. Yes, Bunny Chan has friends, but they were all in... whatever. In the Discord server, which I can't give info on. Yes, I also witnessed the Discord server myself. The whole thing because of Patrick. Indeed, to explain what Patrick did. Patrick, long time ago, when she turned 17, decided to spread rumors and lies about her and causing a lot of problems with Bunny Chan's life. Not only that Bunny Chan did go through something a long time ago, which led to her being attacked IRL with fireworks. Fireworks. Somebody's chasing her around with a freaking sparkler. Bunny Chan can't speak English well, but you can text her in Japanese. No. Yes, I know what Patrick did was predatory intent because I witnessed what he did. There was nothing. Continued. About her split personality. Her real name is Daisy, and yes, Daisy wants revenge for the people who hurt her several years ago. The one you met in the Discord was merely a child. She has autism, and I want to be very clear. If I had actual evidence that Bunny Chan was a child, that video would have gone down. Full stop. And the thing is, I asked Bunny Chan, what is this woman doing? 1 second. I asked Bunny Chan multiple times her age, and she never once said anything outside of the age range of the 20s. So now I can't even believe her. Anywho. Yes, she has autism along with her other disorders due to past trauma. Daisy is the only one you should try to talk to. Daisy is the adult. I also wanted to tell you Bunny Chan can't give you info if she wants the information to follow through. Bunny Chan also did make a police report long ago, but the police said they sent her away and it got worse over time. These people who did this to Bunny Chan would drive by her house, film her family and friends. I was there. I have to also tell you the reason why she never told anyone anything, not even her family, was to protect her family. She never brought most of her friends home because she didn't want to put them in danger. The danger of the things she makes up in her own head. She's not filming anyone. Okay. I apologize on Bunny Chan's behalf if she didn't state her intentions well. Yes, all those accounts you claim she kept were only decoys. Then were deleted long ago. She doesn't keep the extra accounts. Plus, about the trans stuff. The trans stuff. Bunny Chan found out her mom was spreading rumors about her becoming trans. What? I also need you to understand, but that's all been settled. Yes, there was domestic abuse in the home. That's why she doesn't talk to her siblings. All her family has mental issues and would often, at times, put their frustrations out there on her if she couldn't give you that info right away. I hope you know this is all a misunderstanding. I'm just explaining the truth behind it. And I responded. I don't know why you think making an alt and messaging me more fabrications of reality is magically going to fool me, Bunny Chan. None of your other outlandish videos or posts have done that yet, so what makes you think this will work? At no point did you come to me for help. You did a stupid video, made up a jawless friend, and then sexually harassed me. After I published a call, you then went to Bootopia to spread rumors that I raped you in hopes that people would mindlessly go after me. You failed on that too. You're a deranged, unwell person that needs to be put in a care home. There's no mistake, there's no stalkers, no investigation. There's just you trying to live out some deranged fantasy. Get help. Now, we're going to talk about the Twitter account for a little bit before we go. So, this is their Twitter account where they're saying, I'm a man. My voice is out there. I'm not that anonymous. The fact that you idiots think I'm the girl who is sexting Lio with is effing as F. They're funny as F. Problem. So here's a previous conversation from earlier in the year where they're talking to Cat the Awesome. Wish they'd come back. They're a sweet girl. And, what are they talking about here? They're talking about the fact that they're Bunny Chan. Well, here's one of their comments. We're going to get into this in a minute. I don't have the time to watch the 2-hour video he made on my past yet. There's more, but I don't screenshot everything I see involving my new identity. I know I'm a woman, and Lio's afraid of me. Don't worry, monsters, is my fantasy too. What's with this one, though? Well, I said in this tweet, I need to use this as a reaction image. That's really funny. What? The post was deleted by post author? Wonder what that was. So I say, oh, you finally came back from pissing yourself because I turned attention to you? What are you going to do? Cover it for Courtney? Run from me like the coward you are? Well, what was it they posted? I wonder. Oh, yes, here it is. They say, you are easily triggered. You're a grown-up. Quit being a little baby boy. I said, video's still up, Bunny Chan. Now, there's this, which is whatever. What's really funny is this. Do something then, coward. I will end you. We got a tough guy over here. Yeah. They deleted the post because it got reported. They said that me saying the video is still up. And again, I have the screenshot stuff. I didn't save all of them on the PC, but I do have them posted elsewhere. They said that me saying the video is still up was a threat. Who could that be a threat to? Oh, Bunny Chan. So, this is a comment they were making to somebody else that they're trying to get to come after me. Talking about the fact that I'm bullying them. He's chimping out and defending the man who wants to F my baby niece right now. What a Christian man. Now, for context here. Bunny Chan accused Vlad of sexually assaulting his own child. Not a joke. Just said it to try to be as awful as possible. Vlad, not taking it seriously, just responded, your niece is next. Because he mentioned having a niece. The niece isn't real. It isn't real. So what Bunny Chan has been doing is running around saying, he threatened me. He threatened my niece. He's a horrible man. Now, granted, was that the joke I'd make? No. Don't care for those types of jokes myself. I won't make them. Not about kids or anything else like that. I will like to monstrous and whatnot because it's funny. Because we have that friendship. But not, no. She doesn't actually think it's real. Because she didn't actually report it to the police. She's just using it as a way to try to attack me or Vlad. It's dumb. But let's focus on this. He's chimping out. Well, that's a really weird thing to say. Wonder what that means. Oh, it's racist. It's primarily used, actually specifically used and created to be insulting to black people. That's why it's called that. So congratulations, Bunny Chan, for being a racist. Now, I'm putting this up here because this is funny, right? I'm picking on one of Patchwork Heart's biggest defenders, who always shows up, by the way, to scream at me when I'm making fun of a freak. She says, I can do this all day. I said, I imagine you can do it all day, as you subsist on being a leech. Keep crying, though, creep supporter. And here's Bunny Chan. You just do Uber Eats and live off your wife at 40. You're both useless leeches and a net negative to society. So, you do Uber Eats, right? Now, that is not what I do for a living. At all. But they're using it as a derogatory, as a negative, right? Back in September. Okay. Would they pay us today? Oh, yeah. I was bullying them for the fact that they have literally spent my entire workday on Twitter arguing with random people in my spaces. It's called, I don't want to do my Uber run today, and you people are free entertainment. Why did they go with this? Because it's the first thing they could thought of to make an excuse for why they were actually on Twitter the whole time. Because they're not employed because it's Bunny Chan. Even though, they use it as a derogatory first towards me. Interesting. So, they can't help but continue to tell on themselves. Now, here's the fun thing. Back in January, they said Gilded Poo was the man who spammed zoo porn in Serafina's server, which actually that's not true. It was one of his friends. Several years ago, why are you speaking with him? Did he change his ways like Kumo? Okay. Said he apparently didn't know there were kids there, which is true. And made it clear he had known he wouldn't have encouraged that, which he also admitted to. He also shot the hard drive that had that porn, and he did. With a bullet. Well, bullets, multiple times. And they said, as long as he doesn't download more zoo porn, he's okay. If it's good enough for you, then it's good enough for me, thank you. Now, again, I think it's gross that he ever had it. He's part of the old 4chan community. He never once thought it would be an issue until he realized it attracted creeps, right? Definitely things to criticize Vlad over for that. But this is their take, right? Now, they retconned this today. I was doing the good cop routine to get an answer from you. Oh my God, you're so pathetically stupid. Right? Because now, when talking to a very specific loser, he's one of Lyod's friends who used to hoard zoo porn and gore so he could troll people. Lyod, friends, since he's destroyed his hard drive full of animal porn and some dead bodies he's good. I actually don't even know if he ever had gore there. He's also freaking out over Sai, slightly chastising him. By the way, this person made it a point to defend Sai, even though Sai had porn in a server where they let kids access it, justified it. Posted a fic that Sai themselves calls child porn around these kids. Oh, and talks sexually around kids. That's who Bunny Chan likes to defend. He's a father, too, who will threaten to grape you and kill you, but God forbid you mention he's a dad. That's too much, man. No, he doesn't. Trolls these days are massive pussies. He also backpedals the moment he's confronted. No, he doesn't. He just makes fun of you. You're so dumb. What else we got here? Let's go backwards, right? Because not only are they this, but they like bringing up Rosa, like everybody and their mom does. But the funny thing about most of these people, they're actually ableist themselves. So they're talking to a member of my server named Looney, who is disabled, saying, if you think I'm her, Bunny Chan, you're mentally challenged as that old, well, me. I need you to know what amphibian you mean. Are you talking about Spoctor? He's probably a predator. I don't really care or know enough to really look into him. He's already been outed and he effed off. Yes, because that's when it matters. Lio convoy at Walmart. I mean, they haven't had any new Transformers there lately. And if I ever have to yell at somebody again while I'm out and about, I'm just going to go to the Waffle House. Hey, it's fine if you want to rebrand after you put all the blame on your jawless editor. Yes. So how do they respond to all this? Fat transphobia in a wheelchair, or fat transphobe in a wheelchair wants to throw out insults. Ableism, fantastic. And doing a pretty decent job of it if it reduces you to one-liner responses. True. I'd tell you to stand at my level, but that's a little bit hard someone like you. So, despite them saying they don't type like Bunny Chan, they absolutely do. Remember, though, ableism bad, but making fun of somebody who struggles with standing and walking is fine, you know. Oh, yes, your level, wherein I sexually harass and stalk an old man for 3 years. I mean, you would sexually harass an old man, Looney. I know your type. Under different accounts, because I was mad that he called out my favorite disingenuous amphibian for being a creep. I don't think I need to stand if that's the standard we're setting. True. So, yes, currently, I have Bunny Chan and other people crying bitter, angry, baby-raised tears. Lio is directing harassment towards me. Lio is trying to bully me. Look, if any and all of you go to their Twitter account and pick on them, I don't care. I just don't care. If somebody's this deranged, I just don't care what happens to them at this point. They made their decision. Right? And you reap what you sow. They can keep going to every single possible drooling simpleton they can if it makes them feel better. But I hope you all are looking forward to the release of the Bunny Chan call, the last one we had, because it's very interesting. And again, I'm going to have to edit it down. I'm being very upfront about that, because there are things that are said there that I will not have on my channel because it happened in Vlad's server. And again, a couple of things I say in there, I say there to rattle them specifically, not as a threat. Put your pitchforks down, you crying children. Now, let's go ahead and look at our generous super chatters, right? Which I appreciate the support, I do. Holmes has tagged me again. Oh, it's just Vlad. It looks like Vlad's streaming at 10:30. Open. Goodness. Buddha Cat for $2. Bunny Chan suffers from emotional damage by Lio. True. Toby for... I lost the plot. Where'd it go? No, toast and eggs, rather. $2. I'm 6 minutes behind. Did she just say Juicers? Maybe. Algumonti 1 for $5. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the Leo rages on. True. Toby for $20. Howdy, y'all. Hope you're having a great morning, day, night. I live in America. It's night, the correct time. Blinky Iris. Glad you're still around. $2. Lio, why do you constantly attract the crazy? You know, I actually don't know. But I've gotten to the point where everybody in commentary has their niche, and it's best to stay away from other people's niches. I think everybody just needs to shut up and let me deal with the lunatics. They just need to shut up and let me deal with them however I feel I need to. Within reason, of course. Because otherwise I'm just going to start sending them to them, and they won't be able to handle it. Kawaii Girl 86 for $5. File a restraining order, including my family. Bunny Chan has hurt itself in confusion. Yes. Luna Calix for $5. Lio. I am non-binary and speak for the trans. I demand to be labeled as a Decepticon in your server. I would get in trouble. Sailor for $5. First Lio stream. Bring out the lion mask. No, it needs to go to Chris. I'm actually working on something because it's been so long. I'm going to do something real nice for him. Dean Draxler for $5. As someone with DID, the whole split personality thing is actually gross. Claiming she has DID to excuse her disgusting behaviors. While it does seem to be pretty common, with a lot of people trying to do that to excuse their stupidity. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the name. Dr. Taterx. Thank you for becoming a member. Then we have Raven Moore for $2. Having a great time in Cat Slayer. Well, I hope you have fun. And then that cool collie for $2. Lio going quack is like the time he roared Lamau. You mean rare? that I got timed out in Fauci's server for a minute for doing? Yes. Okay. So that's it for now. Tomorrow, we're probably going to stream about something a lot less fun. 200-something page Google Doc about a real awful human being. Yen covered it today as well, but I'm going to cover it tomorrow. And prepare for the rage. Raccoon Fangirl for $5. Came from Cope and Seed. Didn't say anything about Crabman birthday. It is Beckett's birthday technically tomorrow, and everybody should wish him a happy birthday, because I did this morning. But we're going to go ahead and skedaddle for now. Can we get a what? And a wow? Sorry, I don't do that. Oh God, Drama Bible. Drama Bible. It is not the word of God. How dare? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Am I able to raid into somebody? Let me see if I can raid into somebody. I doubt it, but let me see if I can raid into somebody. How do I do this? Boomer to boomer communication. Let's see here. Live. What is that? Add delays, insert ad. I don't think I need to do that. People are going to lose their mind anyways. How do I raid into somebody? How do I raid into... I don't know how to do this. This is beyond my intelligence, and I'm not even going to pretend otherwise. You know what? I'm just going to link it. I'm just going to link Beckett's stream. Oh, wait. It's over. Auto-played somebody else. Let me go to Vlad's. Actually, no, I'm not going to go to Vlad's. I just saw that thumbnail. I think we're good. I'm not sending you guys over there. Retro Blasting is just powering through and dealing with stupids. But I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle now. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Get ready for explosive action with the Silverhawks. Holy hyperdrive! These space-age crime busters are going to strike a blow for justice. That's it, Silverhawks. Show them how it's done by rounding up the intergalactic mob led by public enemy #1. His name is Munstar. So soar with the superheroes that fly on wings of silver and fight with nerves of steel. The Silverhawks.
Weekday mornings at 6:30 on TV 14.
Uh-oh.
Darkwing Duck, grade A superhero who gets a D in everything else.
Launchpad, the book.
He's destructive.
Evildoers everywhere fear me.
He's deranged.
I'm sure it seems that way to the untrained eye.
He's the greatest superhero in St. Canard.
Let's get dangerous.
But to his friends, he's just good old DW.
Gee.
Weekdays on Darkwing Duck.
Weekdays at 3 on the WB Channel 11.
The SWAT Cats. What are they doing here?
Your job, Feral. Only a sorcerer's dark power could have brought these ancient bones to life. It must have been the past master.
Don't worry, Miss Briggs. We'll take care of it. And him.
How many lives do these cats have?
From its ashes I will create a new city where lawlessness is the law of the land.
I used to be Dr. Purvis. But now you can call me Dr. Viper.
Hey, bucket butts, is this a private party? Or can anybody join? Outstanding!
Down these mean skies, a cat must fly. We want to be the good guys.
Do you think Dark Cat will surface again soon?
Well, when he does, we'll be waiting. Both of us. Count on it.
on the next all-new Ninja Turtles.
Like the phoenix, I have risen from the ashes, and into my fire you shall fall.
Guys, I say we shred his butt once and for all.
I will not allow you to destroy my family.
My sons, retreat!
Hey, this door's getting hot.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Next Saturday, only in the Fox Box.
Dragonis is destroying the city. Here comes the hockey-playing Mighty Ducks to save the day. Go, Mighty Ducks! Wildwing skates in and joins Grin and Duke LaRange as they stop the evil Lord Dragonis from destroying the world. Go, Mighty Ducks! Go! Wildwing fires his puck. Duke throws his grappling hook and swings into action. Grin skates in with a super crunch. Go! And here comes the Duck Cycle firing pucks to finish off Dragonis. Ducks rock! The new Mighty Ducks figures and Duck Cycle sold separately. Duck Cycle coming soon.
What hidden terror keeps the Batman awake at night?
We should start with your childhood, yes, child?
Bruce.
Is there some past tragedy?
What hidden terror keeps the Batman awake?
I was only a child.
Don't blame yourself.
What hidden terror? Bruce.
A need filled you.
He ain't human.
All consuming. All control.
Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare.
Bruce, don't go in there.
Why couldn't you save us? Why couldn't you save us? Why couldn't you save us, son?
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Batman. Tonight at 7 on Cartoon Network.
It's payback time.